Spring and summer temperatures on the way later this upcoming work week, and that is going to stick around into the upcoming weekend, Mother's Day weekend. So get ready for those highs climbing well above average, in some cases about 15 to 20 degrees above average. The current average high is 65 degrees in Seattle. So if you do the math, that gives you an idea that we're going to see those temps climbing into the upper 70s and lower, possibly mid 80s as we work our way toward the end of the week, into the weekend. I want to show you that brand new 6 to 10 day temperature outlook from the Climate Prediction Center. This gives you an idea of that confidence in the temperatures climbing above average in the period from May 12th to May 16th. That burnt red color that you see across Washington is an 80 to 90% chance of temperatures being above average, which again are at 65 degrees. This doesn't give you an idea of how far above the average temperature that we're going to be, but it just gives you a strong indication that we are going to see those temperatures climb above average. And the reason why is because that trough, or that big area of low pressure that's been just kind of centered over the Pacific Northwest, it's going to start to weaken and move off to the east, and that's going to allow the potential, or not the potential, it's going to allow an area of high pressure to start building in over the west coast from mid to late this upcoming week. So Wednesday, Thursday, into Friday. And then what's going to happen with that high pressure is it's going to start to amplify or intensify across the Pacific Northwest, kind of recentering itself right over us, and that is going to spike those temps up, possibly flipping the winds offshore by Saturday into Sunday, and that's really going to spike those temps above average. This is what I'm expecting over the next 5 days in Seattle. Again, keep in mind the average high, 65. We stay below average Monday and Tuesday, just below average with a high of 64. We're flirting with 70 on Wednesday, so finally back above average. We do get into the 70s on Thursday with a high of 72. Friday, 77 is that forecast high. That's just a few degrees above a record that was set back in 1959. Currently not expecting that record, that daily record high temperature, to be broken at SeaTac, but that is something that we will keep a very close eye on. Now I want you to think back to that graphic I showed you with that high pressure centering itself over the Pacific Northwest over the weekend, because that's going to be reflected in the temperatures. We skyrocket from the 70s into the 80s for Mother's Day weekend. So let me go ahead and show you what I'm expecting for your Mother's Day weekend. If you like warm weather, well then this is perfect over the weekend, because it seems like we get into really cool weather patterns over the weekends, and then Mondays and Tuesdays are nice. This is going to be the opposite. We're going to see very nice weather, nice if you like warm temperatures, for Saturday and Sunday. 82 on Saturday, 83 on Sunday, and that warmth does stick around into Monday with a high of 80 degrees. These temperatures are expected to be just a few degrees off of records for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but if we do warm the temps up just a couple degrees, it's possible we do set new daily record high temperatures. So that's something we'll keep an eye on from Friday through Monday. I also want to point out that if we do hit 82 degrees on Saturday or 83 on Sunday, which is what I'm expecting at SeaTac, this would be the warmest day of the year so far. We did hit 80 degrees back on April 28th in Seattle, so we would exceed that. This would be the warmest temperature that we've seen going all the way back to October 16th of 2022. And the last time that we've seen 3 consecutive days of temperatures at 80 degrees or warmer, you have to go all the way back to the end of August of last year, when on August 29th, 30th, and 31st, we were at or above 80 degrees. So we're talking about the warmest stretch of high temperatures that we have seen in a long while with this heat up that is going to begin unfolding by midweek this week. Now, this is still several days out, and there are still some questions, and a lot can change. We're confident in warmer temperatures, but just how warm it gets and how long that warmth sticks around and which day will be the warmest is still a little bit fuzzy right now, but we'll continue to iron out those details and fine-tune this forecast over the coming days. But we are confident that we're going to see temperatures get into at least the 70s around western Washington, and again, possibly becoming the warmest day so far of the year, and possibly getting near daily record high temperature So that's something that we'll continue to keep a close eye on over the coming days. With this prolonged stretch of warm weather, a lot of folks are going to want to get into the local areas, the local bodies of water. You're going to want to either get in it or get on it, and you want to keep in mind that the water temperatures are still unusually cold. Let me go ahead and show you those current water temperatures. Keep in mind, this will change over the next couple of days. They'll fluctuate by a degree or two, but regardless, there's not going to be much warming of the waters. Puget Sound 53, Lake Washington 54, Lake Sammamish 53, and the rivers are running very cold, and they're running very quickly as well with some of that snow melt. So we have those water temps in the 30s and 40s. So if you are getting in the water, you want to make sure that you are playing it safe. Cold water shock is a big issue. Wear the life jacket, put the life vest on the kiddos as well as the pups if they're getting in the water, because again, those water temps are running unusually cool. We're expected to see again those high temps get into the 70s and 80s just in a matter of a few days. Here's a look at the 7-day forecast. So we're up to 62 today, just a little bit below average, 64 Monday, Tuesday, 69 Wednesday, and then again we do flirt with 80 by Friday, and we are into the 80s for Saturday.